Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you all had a great weekend. I had a okay one. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, dear? Thank you for stopping in. Ken, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping. Uh, didn't really do a whole lot. I mean, I went to the tractor pulls last evening. I only stayed for one round. The temperature went from like 68 down to 50 something. So yeah, it was quite chilly by the time we got done with uh, our pull, our first round. So hey, Thomas, how you doing, bud? Hey, Scott, how you doing? So, uh, give you guys a little update. Still on the hunt for a washing machine. My brother and I went up to the outlet store Monday. Yeah, it's Monday, I think it was, and they had a few. But by the time we got walked around, uh, they were had like sold tags on them, and then uh, but they didn't have any of the brand that I wanted. So, yeah. So, uh, oh, you got your four post. That's cool, Scott. Congratulations, man. Um, I've got a two post lift that we bought used from a dealership, and we're trying to find a company to install it. Running into a hard time finding a company that will install one that they did not remove or have not serviced in the past. So we're kind of hitting brick walls getting it installed. Yes, we could install it ourselves, but for safety and insurance reasons, we'd rather have it professionally installed. So, um, you know, don't want no flat bears. So I don't care about the vehicles that are putting on it. Um, I don't want to be flattened. So, uh, uh, oh, you got the what is it? Firefox or Fox something, whatever. One kind of like the one that Musty has, and I think uh, Vice Grip Garage has one of those. Yeah, I was looking at those. I would love to have a four post lift at work, but um, I can't have one because of the floor. So the floor sits at too much of an angle. Everything would roll off of it, and uh, you could shim the one end to make it level, but the ramp would have to be so long and go clear out into the middle of the shop. So yeah. Wow, Lisa. Well, at least you're putting in a dedication to go see your dot or your sister. So, but yeah, two buses and a train. I wouldn't mind. I don't think I'd mind the train. So you just got to buy a cover for it. I see a lot of people putting them under carports. You know, the tin roofed carport things. I actually thought about doing that here, but we gotta we gotta do some other work first. The main objective, big objective, is I want to build a 8x12 loft in the other storage area of the garage. Get a bunch of that stuff up off the floor, tires, some other pulling parts and stuff like that. Get it up in a loft, and that'll give me some storage room and free up my work area. Oh, start doing fluid film undercoating. Cool. Uh, there's a guy up in Canada. I can't remember what his YouTube channel is. He bought a mobile, uh, like a car trailer that had a lift on it to do undercoating, fluid filming, and stuff. It's pretty cool. They come to you. 250 a pop. That's not bad. I haven't seen her since August. Oh yeah, 90 would be quite a bit hard to walk in. Hopefully the buses and trains will be air conditioned, but yeah, Nah, I wouldn't walk up. I wouldn't walk for 15 minutes and wait for a bus in the 90-degree heat and sun. So, but yeah, checking lumber prices and everything, and I think I'm going to use joist hangers. Uh, but can you guys hear that? That's my neighbor. But yeah, uh, surprisingly, I found the joist hangers on Amazon. Heck of a lot cheaper than any place local. So, Thomas, snowblower. Awesome. $50 for an 8.5 horse, 24-inch snowblower. And you're just a man to get her running, Thomas. So, yeah, get that sucker running and flip it. Awesome. But, yeah, I found 20 joist hangers for like $28, something like that. They're like $1.50, yeah, $1.50 or $1.60 a piece at Lowe's. Then you got to pay tax on top of it. So, and that reminds me, talking about Amazon and stuff. Uh, if y'all do some shopping on Amazon, go to my homepage. I am now a Amazon influencer. Uh, you don't have to buy stuff out of my store. That's like tools and stuff like that I use in the shop. But if you link to Amazon through my store and buy stuff, it doesn't cost you anymore. But I get a little kickback. I think it's pennies on the dollar, but every little bit helps. So, ooh, air has been iffy on the trains. Yeah, they've been upgrading. Yeah, so yeah, that would suck being stuck in a hot train. Getting rid of your MTD snowblower. Yeah, yeah. Aaron's is a much better brand. So sell your MTD. Sell for $50, you make your money back. Sell for $60, make a profit. So, but yeah, I want to get the loft built here in the next few weeks probably. Um, a lot of stuff going on. Still, like I said, still trying to find a washing machine. I think I've decided to go with a GE, uh, just because they seem like they have some of the best reviews. I'd like a Speed Queen. They're excellent ones. They actually still have the manual ones that don't have the little boards in them, but they're over $1,000. Nah, it's a washing machine. So there's a lot of people telling me to go to my local appliance store here in town. I won't name any names, but yeah, I won't go to them. Uh, I will go wash my clothes in the river in the rock in the middle of winter before I go buy a washing machine off of them. So sorry, y'all. I didn't have my mic over here, but yeah, I tried to buy a refrigerator off of them, and they wouldn't even show me the refrigerators until they ran my credit. And then they told me that there was nothing in the store that my credit would cover. I had cash in my pocket to buy it. I just wanted to see what my credit would be, buy it on credit, pay it off in a couple payments, save the cash, save the $1,000 or whatever it was going to be for a wash or for a refrigerator. Sorry, my brain froze there for a minute. But yeah, so like I said, they could be the last appliance store on the face of the earth and only one selling washing machines. I'll go out back here in the creek and find me a nice big rock and pound my clothes on it until they get washed and cleaned and dried. So, I don't know. It just, yeah. But yeah. So, So what else is going on? Yesterday, went to the tractor pulls. I think I took a fourth. Yeah, I think it was fourth place. There's only 4 tractors in the class. Ever since I did the valve shimming, um, I must have sealed the heads up better or something because it hasn't been running quite right. And I was messing with the carburetor trying to get it to run better. And like I said, it was really cold. It was. I think when I went through town after I left there, I think the the little clock thing they have in town there, it's about 15 minutes from there. I think it said 51, and then when I got closer to home, it was 48 degrees, and I had frost on the truck this morning. So, yeah, it was getting real cold, and yeah, it wasn't happy. So I messed with it a little bit today, adjusted the carburetor a little bit more. I think I got it better now. There's one more pull this coming Saturday, and if the weather holds out, I'll go for at least one round. If the weather don't hold out, I mean, it's supposed to be like 75 by Wednesday, but then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, high temperature is supposed to start dropping again. But I may be hitting my brother up. He's got one of them portable propane tank heaters, that kind of screw on the propane tank. I might be hitting him up to borrow it to take with me. Uh, 29. Low 50s or upper 40s is very cold for an alcohol tractor. It's hard to start them. You really got to warm the engines up to get them, operating. And like I said, my carburetor was out of adjustment on it. It's really hard to adjust the carburetor on that thing without it being under a load. Free revving, it's fine. It's when you put it under a load that it starts messing up. So, and that carburetor is real touchy. So, but I think I got her now. So we'll see. If not, we'll see. Find out next year. Well, actually, we won't find out next year because we're going to change that to a 6,000 RPM and put an updraft or downdraft carburetor on it. So, what's up, then, Mr. Briggs?
Just heading to the store to get the girls some dinner.
I did that at 6:30 this morning.
These girls don't eat till 8 o'clock at night. They won't. That's what their mother's got their schedule on.
Oh no, 8 o'clock at night. I'm getting ready for bed, man. I try to eat between 5 and 6 every night, if able to. Wow. Yeah, we get fog here, but usually it's just like first thing in the morning. But hey, small town machine shop, what's happening? Yeah, it was a little breezy yesterday when I got down to the polls, but then the wind died down and it was actually nice until the sun went down behind the hill, and then you could literally just feel the temperature dropping. And ever since I had the CV, the virus, whatever you want to call that, I really haven't been able to stand the cold. My feet and hands get cold real quick, real easy. It could be 70 degrees out and my feet get wet and cold. It's miserable. So,
yeah, that's a common problem that people have had that.
Which really actually sucks because I'm on snow crew and my feet would always get cold in the tractor anyways. But now, it sucks even worse. But my brother did give me a pair of alpaca socks, alpaca hair socks. They're amazing.
Oh, yes, they are.
My feet still get a little chilly, but nowhere near as bad as what they used to. Even if I wear thermal socks and I wear the rubber snow boots that have like the felt, real thick felt lining in them, um, or wool, whatever it is. Uh, but uh, they would still get cold. But I, um, you said went to the grocery store. Yeah, I went this morning and I picked up. I actually picked up some cube steaks. I was hungry for some cube steaks. What I'll probably do is throw them in the frying pan and brown them up good the night before, and throw them in the crock pot with a little seasoning. Cook them in the crock pot all day, and maybe make some mashed taters and uh, uh, cube steaks. Sorry, y'all. My brain is like fried today for some odd reason. I've had plenty of coffee. I think this is my second pot. So, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know if I'm on a video building the loft or not. Hey, Renegade, that's happening. I don't know if I'm going to, like I said, video building the loft or not. Uh, if it's something you guys would be interested in watching, I'll video it, set up a camera or whatever. But um, it's not really what the channel is about, So, sitting around too much today. I wasn't really sitting around a lot today. I was out in the garage some, went to the grocery store, cooked and edited and uploaded my cooking video for Wednesday. Just got to finish the little nooks and crannies on it. I did some rearranging in the garage after I unloaded the tractor and stuff. But and Ken, I found a use for that green ratchet strap that you were going to throw away. I put it around the extension ladder to keep it from sliding in and out. So it was a pain in the butt trying to move the thing around. It's just a short extension ladder. It's only like a 14 footer or something like that. 12, 14 foot. But every time you go to pick it up and move it around, the sliding part slides out and comes out of the track and all that kind of stuff. So I just put a ratchet strap around some of the rungs, and she don't move no more. So hey, Busted Throttle, what's happening? 12 horse Kohler 12 or out of a shaft drive Cub. That's that would be the cast iron K series. It does not run. Is it a starter generator motor or a starter? Does it have a starter on the side of it? I would probably say a couple $100. They're pretty common. 14s and 16s K series are the ones that are hard to find. Uncle Mark, what's happening? Yeah, it is amazing how the gravel and stuff gets all tucked up under the vehicles like that and happens to fall right in your eyeballs. Yeah, starter generator. Yeah, yeah, a couple $100, especially if it's not running because you don't know, why it's not running. So,
You ever tried these, Ed?
nope.
They're awesome.
I'll have to see them, see if they have them at the store next time. Yeah, that's the other thing too, y'all. My Walmart has now quit carrying my spicy sausage patties. Their store brand ones. That sucks. I used to love them things. Where's Mark and Sandy? Mark and Sandy are at their house, I imagine. I haven't talked to them in a couple weeks. I know Mark's been pushing hard to do a lot of trips and runs, and that way he can. He's hoping to take a little time, not time off, but slow down during the summer or during the winter, and do some shop stuff. But summertime, when the work's there, he takes it. So um, I have a 14 with a stuck motor. Yeah, like I said, that it all machine work has gotten to be way expensive. So if motors are stuck or need board or home, well, especially board, um, it can get really, really expensive. I don't know what has caused the machine shops to almost quadruple the price on boring an engine, but you know, uh, I don't know if their electric went up that much or what, but it's the same process as 2 or 3 years ago. And I know the last time I checked on having a single cylinder board, it was like almost 3 times what it was, a couple years ago. So
Electric prices have doubled in a lot of places.
yeah, sounds like it's about time for me to find a nice milling machine and a boring bar and do it myself.
There you go.
But that's way down the road. There's way more stuff that I need to buy before I buy a mill. Even though I'd love to have one. Yep, COVID card and ran with it. Exactly, that's what it was. Yep, you know. But another thing I can't believe, I didn't fill my truck up before I left for the pool. Just I had over 3/4 of a tank, which Busted Throttle, we go live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time if I'm home. I've only missed a couple in the last few years, so. But, or if it falls on a holiday day, then I won't go live. But every Sunday, usually when I was, going down south, the gas prices are like 10, 15 cents cheaper than they are up here. When I got down there last night, they were literally 30 cents higher everywhere. So, you have a good night too, buddy. Thanks. So needless to say, I went down and back on 3/4 of a tank, which ain't, no big deal, but I did have to stop and get gas on the way to the grocery store this morning. It was at 1/4 of a tank, so which a tank of fuel for my truck's only like 18 gallons or something like that. So, when I say I burn 3/4 of a tank of fuel, it's like 10 gallon. That's what it was hard. That was why it's hard to get used to from driving my Chevy to the little Dodge. The Chevy tank's like 25 or 28 gallon or something like that. I can't remember. Is that 22 gallon something? And this little truck, it doesn't use any more fuel than the Chevy. If you follow the receipts and the gallons, but it does burn more if you just watch the fuel gauge. So, but and I was just kind of flipping through online. Was it yesterday? Friday or yesterday, and I found an auction that has two Chevy buses. Just when I don't want to spend the money on that, because I need to buy a washing machine. One starting bid is $550, and the other one's like $600. Both of them run. One has brake issues, but they're like 95s or 96s. Just exactly what I'm looking for. So, but You know, the auctions are only another like 5 days, like next Friday or something like that, the 5th or whatever it is. 4th or 5th is the last day, and I don't think I'm going to find a washing machine before then in the price range that I want without having to buy a brand new one. You know, but yeah, I've checked like 3 different places that sell scratch and dent stuff, and none of them have a GE. They all got Whirlpools and Samsungs and all that kind of stuff, and tons of front loads. I don't want a front load. I won't have a front load. I'll continue to go to the laundromat before I get a front load. But like I said, the GEs from everybody I talked to and everything are pretty reliable. And if they do have parts issues, then the parts are pretty easy and inexpensive to buy. It's time to revive your 9-year-old Timberland Pro work boots. They're finally falling apart. Yeah, I got to get new cat boots. I was looking at some other ones, the bronze, whatever. A couple other good ones. But yeah. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? But I think I'm just going to go back with the old cats I had. I've had them almost 3 years now. So, but yeah, it's a never-ending battle, I guess. Sucks being an adult. You know that?
Keep an eye on that bus. If it stays that way, I'd send you the money to buy the bus. It's only $500, $600.
I can actually send you the link. I sent him to my brother. So he could take a look at him. Just goes to show every time I get a little bit of money saved up and everything, and I think I can start looking for one of them buses. Something happens, and I got to spend it on something else.
Well, that's got, like you said, it's called being an adult. It sucks sometimes.
Yep. So I just need to have some videos go viral on YouTube, and get a big inflush of cash. Because I was finding them all over the place for $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and I'm not going to pay $7,000 for a 1995 Chevy bus, minibus. So
don't blame me a bit.
Yep.
Bids like that, you gotta wait till like the last day, get registered before I wait till the last day and then bid.
Yeah, and that's how I missed that last bus. I figured the price was just gonna fucking just shoot through the roof, on them like the last day. And of course, I didn't remember what the last day was, and I went the day after, and yeah, the price never moved from what it was, when it was posted for auction. And these buses are in Ohio. They're in Cincinnati, about 4 hours away from here. I would probably the one with the brake issue. I'd probably have to have it hauled back, which would be about $400 or $500. But the one that drives, I'd definitely try to drive that sucker back. If I can get it within 200 miles of me, my insurance will cover a 200-mile tow.
Yeah.
So, but I know people that's got like low deck trailers and stuff. I could have it hauled up here. Matter of fact, I think Mark has a low deck trailer. Just have to get it loaded on it and drive it back. But I piss my neighbors off because I have one more piece of junk sitting in my front yard. But hey, I ain't here to please them. I'm here to please me. And
I got that lift delivered Saturday morning. I had people complaining.
Oh yeah, yeah. They complain about me, but I can't. You can't say a thing about what they do. You know.
Well, they don't like it that much. It's going to be set up outside. And one guy said said they're going to call the town, but there's no law. It's not. They're meant to be outside. They're portable lifts. That's what they're for.
Yep. Just like this afternoon, there's a guy up the road, uh, kid, guy, young adult, whatever. I mean, looked like he was over 20, but uh, probably for a half hour straight, did nothing but fly up and down the road on his four-wheeler. Don't know what he was doing, if he was trying to test drive it or what, but um, I know it was almost a half an hour straight.
There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, if you did something like that, they'd be bitching.
He was probably going 50 mile an hour when he was passing my house.
Oh, that's asinine.
Yeah. He did have a helmet on, though. I didn't think like 10:30 in the morning was too early to start the tractor up. So I don't think that pissed him off. So, you know, I try not to fire it up and run it till like at least after 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. But, and maybe it'll make him really happy if I do put a test track in with a test sled and I'm out there at all hours of the day and night testing. You know, like weather like this, you got to test when the weather, the same weather pulling conditions. So it'd have to be after 8 o'clock at night, and tuning it in. Tell him to get over it, Thomas. So, Briggs, your mic's messing up real bad. So, but yeah, I'll tell them the same thing, and I tell everybody else. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. So, actually, I'm not here at my house to make money, but that's when I have to. I'm at my job making money, so I have to do it when I'm home. So, oh well. But I got some ambitious plans or projects planned for the winter. I want to finish uh, Missing Link. Sorry, brain fart, man. I'm telling you. I want to finish that. Slowly gathering parts to get it done. I want to switch Plan B to the 6K. I want to finish Mark's engine. I need to get parts and stuff for it. I may end up. I've been looking at inexpensive TIG welders. I found one that has excellent reviews, and it's an ACDC, and it's under $200. So I may use my Affirm account and buy one of those. That'll do aluminum and everything. Yeah, can't remember shit. Exactly. Yep.
A lot better.
Oh, my neighbors won't complain that much at 7 p.m. It's after 8 o'clock when they bitch on a weeknight. Of course, the guy that he never bitched, he just asked, "Hey, I work nights. Could you please?" He worked midnight shift. He said, "Could you please not, make a lot of noise after 8 p.m. because he's trying to get a little, make sure he's getting sleep before he has to go to work." So yeah. Top loading washing machines. Here. Yeah, Tommy. But the ones you guys have over there seem like they're a lot better machine than what we have here. most people that I know that have gotten them have gotten rid of them and got a top loading machine. They just don't like the front loading. They're a pain in the behind, I guess. Mater, what's happening, man? Good seeing you. But so yeah, back to the projects. Convert Plan B to a 6K tractor. Hey, John, how you doing, bud? Possibly finish Mark's engine. Um, Looking at a TIG welder to possibly build an intake manifold. I've been doing a lot of research on those for that engine, and I've got some pretty decent designs saved and everything to possibly build one for that engine. Since the people that make the heads and stuff aren't making them or don't have them in stock or whatever, and they've gotten to be way expensive. So I think they're up to like $700 just for the intake. So I think I can build one a whole lot cheaper than that, even with buying a welder, TIG welder. But oh, awesome, Mater. But yeah, get that engine done, and then the other project that I'd really like to do is use the homeless Honda, the 20 horse Honda that I got from Mark a couple years back. I picked up a golf cart this summer, an Easy Go that the motor runs, but not real well, and I found a kit that I could copy to put a 20 horse V-twin motor in a golf cart, Easy Go golf cart. And it doesn't look that hard to build. It's just a framework. And it actually drops the motor down just a little bit, like an inch or two, to get it under the seat. And they actually sell the drive clutch that goes on the motor that's not a tapered shaft fit. And yeah, pretty, like I said, pretty simple design. And so yeah, that's another project I would like to do this winter possibly. But gotta get the pulling tractors done first. Get the toys done, and then build the other toys. So, but
The toys are never done though.
Yeah, I know. The 6K changeover won't be a hard job. Just a little time consuming. Got to pull the engine out, tear it down, put the governor gear and everything back in it, and then I've already got the carburetor and intake for it. It just getting that done, getting the linkage, and then getting everything dialed in. So, but yeah, that's the easiest of the projects. I'm still trying to design exhaust in my head for monkey business. I don't know if I want to do bull horns, an exhaust out each side, or if I want to do a 2-into-1, kind of like Plan B has on it. But either design is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, because the heads, where the exhaust manifold, where exhaust comes out of the engine, is at like a 45-degree angle. So it would have to come up and over and turn up. And I've been trying to find pre-bent 1.125" or 1.25" exhaust tubing. I found some, but it's stainless steel, and they want an arm and a leg for it. And I don't want stainless steel. I just want plain steel. And trying to find a tubing bender at a reasonable. All right, Wesley. But yeah, trying to find a tubing bender that'll do, do that kind of bends, that tight of bends. They're like way out of my price range right now. It's almost cheap. It's just as cheap to buy pre-bent stuff. Summit Racing had some. Uh, they had it for a long time, and then I went back and looked, and it's out of stock everywhere. So I don't know if they quit carrying it or it's just out of stock. Hopefully it comes back in stock, and they're 90s or 180s. They've been a U shape, and they were like $15 for each piece. I'll buy 3 of them and make up what I want. That's another reason why I want to buy a TIG welder, so I can weld that stuff up without having burning through and stuff with a MIG. I could gas weld it, I guess, with a coat hanger. Done that for years. But the first order of business is getting the shop organized again. I need to talk with D Shep, Danny, that comes in here. Get him over here and have him give me a hand some weekend. Take a couple of days off work, and he busts it out when he's here. He gets things moved and gets things done, and me, for some odd reason, probably because I'm getting old, I'm just slow.
Yep.
But I was going to use 2x8s, but for the joists and stuff. But everybody I talked to said 2x6 will be plenty heavy enough for what I need. I'm only spanning 8 feet, actually a little less than 8 feet.
Oh yeah, that's plenty. Some of those Amish built sheds that you can buy only use 2x6s.
Yeah, that's what Mark has in his, and his is 12 feet wide.
Exactly. Those Amish sheds are nice. They built them well.
And the prices went up on those too, because I was looking at buying one of those, and I was going to sit it right next to my garage for storage, and they went from like 3,800. I think it was 12 by 24. I think it's $4,200 delivered. I just priced one with no windows in it, one man door. It was like 6,200 or something like that, which still ain't a bad price, but dang, I can build a lot of $6,200. I can build an addition on my garage.
Hey, Ed, in case you didn't realize, everything's gone up.
Well, I realized it. It's just,
Don't mean you have to like it. Just say it.
Yeah. Well, everything's gone up but my pay.
Yeah, ain't that funny how that works?
Yeah. Yeah, Wesley, you're absolutely correct. I can get a shipping container for like $5,000 delivered. The only thing is they're only 8 feet wide. I want at least 12.
Well, then buy 2 of them and bolt them together.
But where I would put them at has a really bad slope on the ground, and I would have to have a lot of fill dirt brought in.
Yeah.
So it would be a whole lot easier just to build like a 14 or 15 foot addition on the back of my garage, lean-to style, and over along the creek where they dug it out, I could take a couple feet off of that, which wouldn't be enough for a shipping container, but it'd be enough to get a good base down, and then get some like road millings and stuff and put on top of it to make a covered storage area. But that
portable, that portable, when you throw that car canopy you were talking about, I'm actually thinking of buying one of those canopies like you're talking about and welding it to that lift that I bought, So basically, could just drive a car under it. When it lifts up, the roof will be over the top of it. Stay fastened to the lift. What do you think of that?
Check with VersaTube. They actually make what they call a shipping container roof system. You take two shipping containers, set them X amount of feet apart, and they make a roof system that covers the whole entire thing. I'm sure they would have some kind of design for a lift.
Yeah, that's an idea. Cause I ain't got a garage. I got the same problem you got. And my garage is a Model T garage. That's
Yep.
about how big it is. And you know, the lift's got to be outside. I bought. They make a cover for it. I ordered the cover, but you know, it'd still be nice to have a roof over it, like if it's raining or crappy weather out, to be able to.
Yeah, I measured my garage ceiling the other day, uh, trying to get like a materials list together for my shelf or my loft. Uh, it's just a hair under 9 feet to the bottom of the trusses where the insulation's at, but I'm going to make the loft the underside of the joist are going to be 6'6" off the ground. That way I can still walk under it, but I have more room up above it. So
Well, I already had concrete. I already had them put in over the summer. I had them jackhammer the spots where the actual legs go, and pour four concrete footers in my blacktop driveway.
yep, that's the nice thing about those wildfire lifts. They they have bases on them that spread that weight out, so you can actually put them on gravel, uh, so they're stable.
Oh yeah, I just don't trust my blacktop driveway to hold the weight of it. That's why I had those put in.
Uh, yeah, Wesley, my brother actually did that. He had 102 pine trees cut up in his yard, and then had a portable sawmill guy come in and mill it up, and most all the lumber he built his 40 by 60 or something like that garage out of, was all out of the lumber out of his yard. Matter of fact, he's got a whole skid of 2x6 rough sawn lumber at his place. He said I could get enough wood to build my loft out of, but it's all live edge. So I'd have to take it to work and see if they could uh, mill it all down to the 2x6 that I need, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, I need like 12 or 13 2x6s. But and I'd only need one flat edge on it, and then the ends where if the joist hangers will go over them over the rough cut, I might have to have them planed down. But yeah, it was a lot of pine, Jeff. But he used 90% of it up. Saved him a whole bunch of money.
I'd love a sawmill.
I thought I would at one point in time until I actually helped that guy. It's a lot of work. You can save a lot of money, but you know.
Oh, there's Cousin John. Hi, Cousin John.
Yeah, Tommy. Actually, I got a swimming pool in my backyard. I've converted it into my frog pond. I had 4 big bullfrogs living in it and a turtle. So how's Jeff doing tonight? Yeah, I've watched a lot of guys use sawmills and do sawmills. And all right, take care, Thomas. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Um, it saves a lot of money if you got the trees and stuff to do it. But at this juncture in life, I don't want to put uh, that much of an investment into a sawmill to build a little addition on my garage. Um, in the long run, I think it'd be just as easy for me to buy it piece by piece and build it slowly. The the actual plan, the idea I got in my head is to set the posts and put the roof on one summer, and then the floor area, use some tarps for winter, and then the steel siding for the sides the next year. So just build it over time. And then that way, maybe by the time I get that done, I can afford to have concrete put on the floor. Yeah. Actually, I know a couple places around here that do the Amish sawmill thing. Uh, yeah, you can buy rough lumber uh, fairly inexpensively, but uh, it's the cost of having it milled to dimensional lumber sizes, if that's what you need. And to build my loft, that's what I need. I actually have a stack of, I think they're 20 foot, 18 foot, 2x6s. I think they're 2x6s in my garage along the far wall. Oh no, they're 20 footers. Yeah, they're 20 footers because they were over my pool when I moved in here 14 years ago. Um, it's what they had a wire mesh stuff over it to keep anybody from falling in the pool. And I took it apart very gingerly and stacked it up really nice and evenly on the one side of my garage in anticipation that I might use it. Well, now it's buried and I can't get to it. So, um, uh, so, but whenever I go to do my addition on the back of my garage, I plan on using that as the trusses. So, uh, you know, so that'll save me a big chunk of money. But so yeah, I mean, there's some plans in the works. Just everything takes time. I'm a one man. Well, money, but like I always say, anything is possible with time, talent, and money. Either you have the time to do it, you either have the money to do it, to pay somebody to do it, or you have the talent to do it yourself. So, you know, uh, I have the talent. I know how to do it. I have the time. I just don't have the money. So, but it'll all work itself out in the end. Ain't no big deal.
If it wasn't so expensive for you to drive here, I'd give you my mother and father's old washer. My mother's old washer set. She had I got her old Speed Queen from the early 1970s. It still runs like a top, a commercial Speed Queen washer and dryer.
Oh yeah, I looked at those. They're like $1,200 for the cheapest commercial model.
But I still got my mother's set, and it still works perfect. I'd let you have them. I don't use them. I'm the opposite of you. I love my front loader. That I can put the greasiest, grimiest clothes in that, and they come out spotless.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Jeff. Mills are not one-man operations. They can be ran by one person, but it's a lot of work, especially if you're milling long stuff.
Oh yeah, but I got that still got that all that land, the family farm up there. I got tons of trees I could mill.
Yep, but so yeah, everything will come in time. That's all. I'm gonna be YouTube famous here shortly. I'm just gonna be rolling in the cash, and then I can just pay people to do this shit.
Oh, there you go. You're good. We got Musty one. Now we're going to have Polar Bear Ed.
Yeah. Cletus McFarlane, here I come, baby. Which other Whistling Diesel? There you go. coming for you, boys. I'm going to make a mini killdozer.
Hey, there you go, Ed. You could take your old Swiss cheese truck and do a demolition on it and promote it like whistling diesel there, and you'd be rich.
Yeah, I caught a couple shorts from him the other day. Stuff popped up. Somebody, he's got I guess a Lambo or something, and somebody walked by and ran their hand down it, and I can see what his point is. Yes, he destroys stuff. That's what he does, but it's his stuff. He don't disrespect other people's stuff. You know, he don't crash other people's stuff. He don't beat up other people's stuff. You know, he don't run into other people's stuff in parking lots and stuff like that. It's all his stuff. But even walking in a parking lot and running your hand down his car, that's disrespectful. You know, if he wants to take that Lambo out and off road it and jump it and beat the hell of it, that's his prerogative. You know, it's his car. You know, but don't lay your hands on other people's stuff. You know, just be. It's just. But I can see where he's at.
I've had 25 signs stolen out of my front yard, so I can, and I don't need to tell you what sign. I'm sure you know what sign I'm talking about. I've had 25 of them stolen out of my front yard by neighbors. And last night I got the hell with it. I took a sump pump and one of those motion detector sprinklers, and I put food dye in it. I put blue food dye in it. So hopefully I catch someone tonight.
Yeah, you just gotta watch out with that, because that can be considered assault, even though they are on your property. Just like if somebody breaks into your house and you have a booby trap inside the door, like where they fall into the basement, they can sue you.
I don't have a booby trap. I just got Smith and Wesson.
It is actually easier if you wound them like that than if you set a booby trap up.
Oh yeah, I don't have booby, and I got a reason. I got two nieces with me right now. They're actually my other aunt is in there watching them. But if someone comes in my house, I gotta protect my nieces. And Maggie will let anybody know who's coming in.
Oh yeah, but yeah, yeah, Tommy, I don't know if it was Ben's. I watched like 3 or 4 or 5 different videos on different new and used appliances and stuff like that, and GE the model of GE I want is fairly highly rated, so that's why I kind of set my heart on one of those. Definitely don't want a Whirlpool. They're nice machines, but if something does go wrong with them, it's usually just cheaper to replace it than to fix it.
That's the way with most of them now. You're right. GE's rated good, but because it's what I think can't remember which one it is. It's Whirlpool and Maytag are both the same machine, just different label. Both made in Bellevue, Ohio. Not Bellevue, Ohio. What's the name of that? It's in Ohio, but it might be Bellevue. It's near. They're right off of 20. I used to pick up there. Bellevue and Monroeville. I can't remember. Right on that stretch of Route 20 is where they build those washing machines, and they are. I remember when I picked them up there one time, and with the truck, and the guy I was talking about dock work. He said, "You don't want to buy one of these." He said, I work here, and he said, "We don't actually build them; we assemble them. The parts come from China and Japan, and we just assemble them."
Yep. American made with foreign. What is it? Foreign acquired. Yeah. foreign components or whatever it is. Yeah. So.
Yep. The only thing they do there is paint the boxes, he says.
Yep. Probably with foreign paint. So. All right, y'all. It's been the hour. It's been great. Love having you all around. Thank you, everybody that stopped in and said hi and hung out. We're going to get out of here, and hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you all next weekend.
Have fun.